Pretty scary new warning that comes from Border Patrol. Sources have told Fox that agents are now being told to be on the lookout for improvised explosive devices, IEDs, the kind we heard so much about in Iraq and in Afghanistan. But these are just south of our border in Mexico in the middle of this border crisis that we're watching. So they discovered 10 of them over that southern border just after the Border Patrol arrested someone with a loaded AK-47 and a lot of ammo in the Tucson area in Arizona. So what's going on here? Let's bring in Tom Homan, former acting ICE director and Fox News contributor. Tom just spent 3 days with the Border Patrol at the Texas border. Tom, always good to have you with us. So what is your reaction to this news of these IED explosive devices and also this AK-47 confiscation that happened on our side of the border? What's going on here?
Well, it's no surprise to me. The criminal cartels in Mexico, they've been using IEDs since 2010 against military forces. But now you see them on the border, and there's a good reason you see it on the border, because the criminal cartels in Mexico are making record amount of money in alien smuggling, sex trafficking of women and children, and drug smuggling, because most of the Border Patrol is off the line. They're processing this humanitarian crisis, the self-inflicted wound of this humanitarian crisis. So most agents are off the line, but it's wide open for drug smuggling, trafficking, and alien smuggling. What's happening right now, the reason they see this on the border right now, there's the Sinaloa cartels. There's two factions of the Sinaloa cartel that are fighting each other for control of the plazas, their areas of operation. It's Los Chapitos, which are the sons of Chapo Guzman, who we have in prison, and El Mayo. They're fighting over the plazas for control because they're making record amounts of money. So they're using the car bombs and IEDs against each other. And the problem is that stuff's going to flow over to the United States. It already has. The Sinaloa cartel now has presence in most of our major cities in the United States. So that violence will certainly spill over to the United States.
Yeah, so the way you're explaining it, obviously this is the new business, right? Trafficking people, not new, but this is now their dominant business. And the cartels essentially control this border. So they're fighting over the turf on that border with the same kind of things they've used in the drug wars for a long time. Now, we understand that obviously there's increasing political pressure on the White House about this situation. The president doesn't like to talk about it very much, but there are negotiations going on with this deal over the Ukraine and Israel money that would include border situation solution attempts as well. And we're understanding that they're getting a little bit closer. It might have something to do with changing some of the asylum rules, for one thing, and maybe implementing something along the lines of Title 42 again. If that is what they conclude and that happens, what difference does that make, Tom?
Unless H.R. 2, the legislation that Congress, the House passed, which is the strongest border legislation I've seen in my career, if H.R. 2 is passed, it'll have an effect on the smuggling coming across the border. But the cartels, we need to take the cartels out. The Mexican government has been unsuccessful in 30 years. And they have, the criminal cartels in Mexico not only have operational control of our border, they have operational control of a large part of Mexico. Despite what they do with the border situation, again, H.R. 2 should be implemented in its full effect. But we still got to address the criminal cartels. What would that do, Tom?
Just to clarify for people who are listening to you saying H.R. 2, tell them what it is.
Pretty much, if you look at it, it's pretty much the Trump policies. It's pretty much talking about Remain in Mexico program, the asylum rules, and the catch and release. It's the stuff that the Trump administration we did that results in the most secure border we ever had. Right. So we know the policies work. So this should be easy, to negotiate a situation where we know what policies work. So let's do that. Even the Democrats should say, all right, we had the lowest illegal immigration in 45 years. The drug flow is low. Let's take this H.R. 2, which is basically the Trump policies, and put it in place. Yeah, well, they undid pretty much everything that was in place, whether it was working or not. And we heard President Biden on the debate stage make it very clear what his intention was. He said, if you should come. Now is the time. You should come and cross the border. And now we see on the right-hand side of your screen, that's Eagle Pass, Texas. But you see these live pictures every day with the help of our drone cameras down there in our coverage and with the input from Tom Homan. Thank you, Tom. Always good to have you with us. Thanks for having me.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.